Out of the historic vote. Ever one of them.
For sure, in my lifetime. Probably for this country too. When you think about it, $2+ trillion. That's amazing.
We have 2008, 9/11 all together.
Yeah, I was here for 9/11 and 2000.
Have you talked about hearing the president's planning to nationalize federalize the National Guard and the Stafford Act? So there's
Probably time.
It's time. Okay. It's time. Thank you, sir. This is a historic day that we'll probably never see in another lifetime or lifetimes.
Right.
Your district is CDC. You got everything.
Well, just outside of my district. That's actually John Lewis's district, CDC.
But you have Atlanta.
Yeah, not more than half a mile away from my district.
So do you think, I mean, we're seeing bipartisan support. There's talk that we should be federalizing the National Guard and having the military help as a coordinated federal response. Your community will be one of the hardest hit. What do you think? Would you like to see the National Guard and the military be on a federal level?
The military, of course, can operate within the boundaries of the United States, but the National Guard certainly can. And
Yeah.
what we need is a coordinated response, national response to this crisis,
Yeah.
this public health crisis. And that leadership begins at the very top, which is the presidency of the United States of America. But unfortunately, our president seems to be stuck on old school economic philosophies. No government, no federal government, weak federal government, primarily relying on a patchwork of 50 governors,
Yeah.
as well as tens of thousands of local officials
Yeah.
to combat this epidemic, which threatens us all.
And you have Coca-Cola, the most biggest global company in the world, and basically in your district. Have you reached out to Coca-Cola? Have Coca-Cola's made any reaching out to you as the top federal official in the area?
Well,
Should the president federalize the National Guard and the Stafford Act so we have a federal response across the country?
I don't know where we are now. We don't want to put us in a more alarming position right now. We already have, like in the state of Ohio, the National Guard is there to help us serve people. With this president, who knows what he will do. One day he tells us that we should be practicing the social distancing that we're practicing. And the next day he's saying he's calling everything off. But what I do know, in Ohio, that we are practicing all of the health and safety standards. I know today that I was honored to place this vote so we could make sure that we could put families and children first.
And do we have any more information about the president mobilizing the National Guard? I gather he did in New York, Washington, California.
We've asked for, Governor of Massachusetts asked for federal reimbursement.
But they have like a coordinated guard effort?
Around the country, or?
Around the country. I mean,
We've seen a coordinated effort coming out of this White House today.
but as Congressman, you'd be the top federal officers in your district, right?
So I haven't heard anything from the administration about it.
All right, thank you.